Hi there, lovely people. This is Terima Top Kemet, Goddess of Justice, Truth, Balance, and Harmony. And today I want to talk about the codes. Yeah, the codes. This is what the system or the matrix has put all people, like everybody, they have been coded. That's why you cannot move around so easily. There is always restriction, there is always a policeman. They are everywhere because of the codes they have put around us. And it is the time to free up, because we cannot continue like this. We cannot continue like these people, because we cannot create, and we are all creators. But these people know this, but they just want to be controlling everybody, so that in order for them to remain at the top. And this has to stop. This has to come to an end. People, we cannot continue like this. We need to move across the whole world, the whole planet, freely, without being asked any question as to where I'm going. So it's called for the, even for the maps, it's called, they have put, and no, they don't even have the accuracy of the maps. They don't, because we don't know where the borders are running. But they always try to make us feel that the borders are in our mind, but there is no border. No border at all, at all. We are just like, we are connected, all of us. All of us, we are connected. Like I said, even black, white, pink, red, and whatever you can, yellow, whatever you can put around, know that we are all connected, because we are spiritual beings in a human flesh, in a human body, people. So there is no difference between you and me. We have to stop even hating each other, fighting each other. Let us come as one, all of us. Let us unite. We can do this. We can work it out. The bad side, the good side, we can harmoniously work. Like, we belong to each other. I belong to you, you belong to me. But staying like this, it's impossible. And like I said, what I would like to talk about here is about the codes. Like when you call, there is that USSD code running. So even the magnetic field, they have put some artificial grid that is being fueled by these towers you see around us, these phone towers. So we should not even be using telephones or mobile phones for communicating. We can do this in our minds very easily. But they have been keeping this as a secret for a very, very long time ago. They don't want us to know, because they will lose everything. So we cannot continue like this because of the small people. So what I'm asking here is to let people go free. Let people go free. Stop putting them in codes. Because this one, when you put people in code, it does limit their capacity of thinking, creating, and expanding. They can't do anything from themselves. And yet you yourself, you cannot create anything for them. Because there are so many. That is why we see so many people, jobless people. Because what you are putting is everything that belongs to you. That is what you are giving people that has codes. so people cannot think for themselves. They have to be okay. They have to, okay, like just a few individuals are the one who are making decisions for very, very many people, and that is has to stop also. So this makes people so much dependent on the system, and that is why we are seeing these problems, because the system has failed completely. So we need to go back to our times that we communicated telepathically, like we created without boundaries, we created from the nature. That is where we want to go back. And they put you in code since the time you are brought in this world, that is being born. They give you a birth certificate. That is when they start encoding you or coding you. And then from there you go to Sunday school. On Sunday school, that they give you baptism card. So that is another code there. And from Sunday school, you go to primary school or preschool, primary school. They give you different number also. So that is a code also. They have put you, it's like they put you in the box and lock you. There is no way you can go out. The grid, the artificial grid, not the nature-like grid. And we need our nature-like grid again. And then from primary school admission, you are given admission number. Secondary school also, they give you admission number. And then when they are testing you, they are giving you their exams, you are also given numbers. So every time is code numbers, codes through numbers. And then from there you go to colleges. There are colleges, universities. It's all the same thing that you experience in your primary school and secondary school. Nothing changes. And despite people are paying a lot of money for these organizations, these things that they are using to put you in code, people are using a lot of money, but it's always day by day, it's making your brain to be dumb. Nothing, you cannot think for yourself. That is why you see so many people doing the same thing. But when we diversify, we tend to profit from each other. We tend to support each other. But now if it's one job, you find many people engaging in that job. Like if I was to keep an electrical shop, now electrical shops are everywhere. The competition is very stiff. But when we are allowed to create, we can do great and mighty things for ourselves. Then if you are hired, it's all about qualifications, ID number, letter of admission again, PIN number, Huduma number. That one they acquired just the other day. So it's always codes and codes everywhere. Then there is birth certificate and so many other documents that they require you to present whenever they are hiring you. So that is why you see so many people, when they want to be employed in this system, you have to have all these qualifications, and it's making them difficult, because we cannot not always be the same people, because this education is giving the huge people, okay, the huge population without diversifying, but it's giving just one thing to do. And if it's not one thing, it's several fields. like what we have, the subjects, how many subjects we have, that is the same thing they are giving to millions and millions of people. So it's not helping our people at all at all. Then after you get your salary, they cut you your salary through NSSF, NHIF, pay as you want, and KRA, everywhere. It's codes. Now if you are employed and you start to pay the system again, and you have paid for that education all along, if you can calculate the money you have spent from since the time you started the preschool up to primary school, is a lot of money. A lot of money. This is why we also need to introduce homeschooling, because even the education we have now is for division only. It's for dividing people. Now now for example, the KCSE results are out and people are celebrating. How do you think it's comparing our children? Inferiority complex is being introduced, or it's being made, ranking our children with schools. And these schools has been reading all along, leaving our smaller children for the poor without nothing. So this is division also from, that is dividing people from the ranks also according to how they live in the society, the poor and the rich. And then from there you go into the bank. That is the same thing. You are asked documents, circles, all the same, it's documents. So what I would suggest is that stop limiting our people. Let them use their subconscious mind to create opportunities for themselves and for their families. Give them a chance, so long as they are not breaking the rules. Yeah, that one we have to take in consideration. If we allow people to be like we want to create, or we want them to create for themselves, and the way the system, people have gone to that point of making so many things that are affecting our bodies, knowing that this is the only thing they can create, and also things that are destroying our nature, and also counterfeit, because people they don't know what to do. The competition in the system is so stiff. So that is why we say that we don't want people to break the rules of taking advantage of nature, by saying that we give them that opportunity to create. And we don't want to see people begging no more, because each and every day people are begging. Ni serikali saidia. Every day there's like government has failed us because they haven't provided us with employment. Government has failed us because they haven't provided us with the good hospitals. So it's like every day, and this thing will just, if we don't allow this, the situation will get even worse. So those should be taken into consideration, breaking the rules, and then destroying the nature. So all these things you are putting, certificate of good conduct, manufacturer authorization, licenses, you should stop imposing in our people in that way, because those codes are too many. We can minimize and decrease them. So that is it, people. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for everything. I wish all the best in your life and everything you do. May prosperity, harmony, joy reign over your homes. This is the time to change everything. So thank you and have a lovely day. Remember to subscribe, share and like the videos. So I don't have anything to put above that. So our people should be free. They should be given an opportunity to create, because we are all creators.